welcome back. And Dan joining us this evening. That's our chief meteorologist right over there. Not supposed to face you because it's awkward, apparently.
I know, they're like, don't look at each other when you're in the boxes. I like to break the rules, though. Victor, how about you?
Just a little.
Yeah.
People getting ready to start those cookouts for Sunday. They got to get through this work week first, though.
Right. You know, we've got a lot of rain actually on the way this week, finally. And I know you're saying, okay, look, Dan, you said we had a lot of rain this weekend. We were on the edge of things, right? And there was some potential, bust potential is what we like to call it. But it is going to come through, finally. And when it does, I do expect some heavy rainfall. So let's talk about how that process rolls out as we take a live look from Domenico's on the wharf this weekend. I feel like it only rained when I went to try to do something outside. My wife and family, I guess I should say, we went to the Point Pinos Lighthouse for their 170th birthday on Saturday. It was kind of like a heavy drizzle. It was pretty nice, though. We had a good time there, learned a lot about our local history. If you haven't stopped by the lighthouse to check it out, go check it out. There's a lot of cool historical facts you might learn there. Anyway, beautiful day today. If you like kind of cloudy, damp, breezy days. We had rain in Santa Cruz for most of the day, but the rest of us pretty much stayed dry. Santa Cruz Mountain's up to a couple of inches of rain after a couple of days, whereas in Salinas, I'm at like a 1/10 of an inch over like the last 3 days. And if you're farther south in Salinas, you might not have seen anything so far. And for the most part, I expect dry conditions tonight. We might see a little bit of light rain in the Santa Cruz Mountains, but that is about it. But it is coming, and it is going to move all the way through us. So all of us in Monterey and San Benito counties are going to get rain over the next couple of days. Santa Cruz, you're going to get more. Santa Clara County, you're going to get more as well. So here's how it's all going to play out as we look at our future track overnight tonight. Expecting mostly cloudy skies around the coast. Southerly winds slowly starting to pick up. Inland areas will be partly cloudy, and the farther south you are, the less you'll see. Might see a little drizzle overnight with a little bit of onshore flow picking up, so a few sprinkles possible, but no major rain event tomorrow morning on your way out the door on that Monday morning commute. In fact, most of the day is going to stay dry tomorrow, outside of a couple sprinkles here or there, but later tomorrow night, we'll start to see some rain picking up. We've got the atmospheric river to our north. There's a storm system coming through. It's going to use that atmospheric river as fuel. So we'll get a frontal system, meaning a warm front, cold front pairing. The warm front, which is not usually a defined line like a cold front can be, will really start to work in tomorrow evening. So we'll get some warm frontal rain when it moves through tomorrow night. So 6 p.m. we probably start to see the leading edge of that. It's showing a little bit of light precipitation moving in, maybe becoming more moderate at times. And as things have been over the last couple days, areas farther north and closer to the coast will be favored initially with this warm frontal period. So tomorrow night, we could be seeing rain across all of Santa Cruz County and not much elsewhere, but you still could see an isolated shower on the peninsula and into our northern valleys as well. It will continue to fill in, though, as we head through the overnight hours tomorrow night into Tuesday morning. So that Tuesday morning commute is starting to look pretty wet. So we do have some forcing. It's a lot of moisture in the atmosphere. Rainfall rates will be moderate over an extended period of time and maybe even bordering on heavy in the Santa Cruz Mountains and maybe the Santa Lucia range as well. So luckily we've been pretty dry for a while, so river levels are pretty low. If we had this system coming after a fairly wet system, I'd be very worried about flooding because of the amount of rain potential here. And in this case, we may actually see some minor flooding. There are no alerts in place just yet, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a flood watch reissued. We had one for this weekend for the Santa Cruz area. That was canceled this morning for the Weather Service. Would not be shocked to see a new one pop up, but there's nothing yet. So this is 6 a.m. Tuesday morning, and then we'll continue to see some rain move through. In fact, the actual cold front will work its way through as we head into Tuesday afternoon. We see the stronger band of rain coming through. That one could have some heavier rainfall rates with it. Right now, timing is around mid-afternoon on Tuesday. That can change a little bit here or there as it comes through, but I do expect some heavier rain and some gusty winds along that front. And then late Tuesday evening into Wednesday morning, we'll see things start to wind down. But as I mentioned, we could have some pretty good rainfall rates with this. Let's forward our future track rainfall here, showing by the time we get to lunchtime on Tuesday, we're talking already several inches of rain in the mountains, maybe even down to Santa Cruz as well, Big Sur. And, you know, because of the way things go, we have our rain shadows that set up, so you see less in places like Salinas, for example. But Santa Cruz, you could be over 2 inches of rain already by noon on Tuesday. And that's before the cold front comes through. The cold front comes through, and we add a bunch more, and that could push up the totals around the rest of the bay. So total rainfall with this system by the time we get to Wednesday morning could be in that, 4 to 7 inch range in the mountains, and then cities around the bay, 1 to 3 inches of rain certainly possible. It's a pretty good rain event for us. Nothing super extreme stream that's going to flood rivers per se, like the bigger rivers, but the creeks could start getting pretty full. We're probably going to see some street flooding. We're probably going to see some flooding of low-lying areas. So something to be prepared for as we head into these next couple days. Meantime, here's a quick look at your temperature forecast tomorrow. I'm going to go through these pretty quickly. A cool day in Santa Cruz with that southerly flow. We're going to stay in the 50s for the most part, 56 degrees. Farther south and east, we find some 60s, mid-60s, Salinas, Hollister, Watsonville, low 60s tomorrow. Even in Monterey with that southerly flow, going to be in the mid-60s tomorrow. Hey, you were in actually like 67 in Monterey today, so it was a pretty mild day there. Pebble Beach a little bit cooler, 59, and then down south, mostly low to mid-60s for our high. So 70 forecast reveals that we do have rain late tomorrow, windy conditions picking up, rain likely on Tuesday with the frontal system coming through, and then on Wednesday a few isolated showers before a trailing system brings another round of rain, which could bring a couple of inches Thursday into Friday. So it's going to be a pretty busy week. After that, cold mornings by Saturday and Sunday and cool afternoons. There's going to be a cold air mass that comes through on the backside of this. Inland areas also rain likely Tuesday, a few light showers Wednesday, another round coming in Thursday to Friday. Lots to watch out for, maybe even some more frost and freeze alerts by the time we get to the weekend after all this rain. So stay tuned to the forecast.
For sure. Thanks so much.